Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm symptomistic like optimistic but make it Sims, and this is episode 8 of the Family Dynamics Challenge. For more info, click the link in the description. We're just starting here with a sunny day, and Scarlett is playing with Amber in the kiddie pool. I just thought we would start off on like a nice, fun, light, heartwarming moment. Scarlett tried to have more heartwarming moments with Martin. She decided to take him to the Spice Festival in the city, but he did not have a good time. I think Martin just really loves Sulani and he can't really see the excitement about living in any other place or why his mom speaks so fondly of San Myshuno. She's always raving about the different cultures and the different food, but Martin feels like they have that right at home in Sulani. And if anything, the food and the culture is like more of a blend of the different people as opposed to just like kind of melting pot versus salad bowl kind of experience. And he did not enjoy his spicy food. He just felt like it wasn't made right. So Martin is definitely team Sulani and did not enjoy this trip to the city. I do not think this is going to be Scarlett's last attempt at putting her children onto the city life, but Martin is over it and ready to go home. Scarlett made up for the bad trip to San My with some sparklers that they brought home, so the family was able to play with sparklers, and this was Martin's first time being old enough to be able to do this, so they had a great time just playing out in the backyard. And so this is more of Martin's speed, just being in the open space and being with his family. Guess who is finally going back to work? Scarlett. She has had enough time at home with babies. They are finally going to get some help while she's out starting back to work. And they're going to age up very quickly anyway. The toddler years are very brief. But you can even see Amber in the back looking like, Mommy, where are you going? But Scarlett is ready to get back to her work dreams. She feels like she's achieved her home life dreams. And so she's just ready to get started. So hopefully her first day back goes amazing. And it is a day off because Scarlett works on the weekends. And so Martin is home, well, day off from school. So Martin is home and he's just browsing the internet. He's come to love just being online, being in his room with computers. Like he enjoys the outdoors of Sulani, but he also just loves being by himself, especially with crazy toddlers running around. And he's getting into the world of the internet. And you know, sometimes when kids get into the internet, they get into strange things, and he's just looking into vampire life. Some of the kids at school were talking about it, so he just wants to, just going down the rabbit hole. Uh-oh, there seems to be a cash shortage at Scarlett's job, and even though she doesn't work in that area, she is not saying anything about it. She is not going to point to any people and say, maybe it was them. Scarlett's not a snitch, so Scarlett is just going to keep to herself. She doesn't know what happened. She's not going to try to guess. While Scarlett is dealing with people stealing at her job on her first day back, Martin and Miguel go over to campus to see Ileana. Miguel thinks it's a great idea for Martin to see a little bit about the campus and be interested in higher education. And of course, he wants to check on Ileana. She's been at school for a few days now, so she's all settled, and he wants to make sure she's doing all right. And it's easier to do it in person. You never know how people are doing when they just call you and they say, oh, everything's fine. So he wants to check it out for himself, and he thinks it's great exposure for Martin. So they are just catching up really quickly. Martin does think college life looks cool, but he doesn't know about this whole living here thing. Like, he likes how grand the buildings look, but where's the water? Where's the places that he can swim? He saw some rivers on the drive up, but they looked dirty. They didn't look like any place where people could swim in or catch fish. And the temperature is not as warm here as it is in Sulani. but he does think like going to college seems like a cool option for him. He really looks up to Ileana and whatever she does, so he feels like if she does it, it's definitely something cool, even if it may not be for him. He's enjoying looking at all the like big kids. To him, they're like big kids around campus, so he does think the idea is cool. Ileana's in school for computer science. If you missed the previous episodes, if you have, definitely look at the playlist in the description. And that's kind of what got Martin into computers. Like, Ileana's always been into computers and gaming and things like that. So that's definitely something that piques Martin's interest. So, we'll see how it goes. He has some time before he's at that age where he has to make decisions on higher education. Also, shout out to everyone in the comments from episode 7 who wanted to see more of Ileana, couldn't believe she was growing up. I'm glad that there was like a way I could work this into the storyline where we still get a little bit of Ileana even though she doesn't live there anymore. And I will try to include her when I can. I really enjoy talking to everyone in the comments, so if you're new here, definitely join the conversation. I almost always respond back. And it's just good to connect with people that like the same things that you like. Ileana also takes Martin and Miguel up to see her dorm space, and they're currently sitting in the common area, which Ileana is super proud of. She thinks it looks great. So does Miguel. But Martin kind of has that look on his face like, what is this, honey? He doesn't like how plain it looks. He doesn't see why anyone would want to share a common space with friends or just anyone that's not related to him. He's just not into any of this. But they're going to continue on with their tour. I did not do this intentionally, but they really look like the pop of color in this like very simple colored space. Like, I hadn't looked at this space before I brought Martin and Miguel here. So yeah, I can see why Martin is kind of reacting like, where is the fun colors and excitement? You don't really see any of that. It's just all white walls, which actually I personally would like. But here's some color. There's some color in Ileana's room. But Martin is just still kind of like, this is it. Like, there's no balcony, there's no anything. And he's the first to get out of there. Like, once Miguel is kind of like, it's time to start heading home, Martin is like, yes, please get me back to sweet Sulani because this is not it. Everybody is home, including Scarlett. The rest of the family got home maybe about an hour before her. And by the way, the toddlers went to the neighbors so that someone could watch them. And Scarlett is exhausted. She has worked hard today and she is just exhausted from all the work drama. She did not miss the work drama, even though she missed cooking, but hopefully, she'll get used to it and she'll get back in the swing of things. Finally, a day off. So Scarlett has a day off already because she works mainly on weekends. So she has actually taken this time to go out to the beach and start swimming. She was someone who was never really into exercise, but since moving to Sulani, she has gotten a little more fit and she enjoys her walks. She doesn't run, but she enjoys her walks around the neighborhood, and she does enjoy swimming that she started picking up recently. So she's enjoying the beach while it's empty. It's after school, and Martin has kind of been struggling in school. He's just not super interested in the coursework, so he's kind of not just been putting in the most effort. So him and his parents had a conversation about like how he can improve, and they came to the group decision that his classmate could come over and start helping him with his homework. It's not quite a tutor because Martin didn't really want to have a tutor, but it is just working together with his classmate. So hopefully this helps him improve his grades. About a week has passed and Scarlett is promoted, and if you follow the Family Dynamics Challenge or you've played it, you know that this is a big step for reaching our goals. And so she will now be able to go into the chef branch. And I'm extremely excited for her because she's just one step closer to living her dream. So she is now the head caterer, which means she can get a little more creative and focus on cooking the things that she wants to cook. So, congratulations to Scarlett. Partly because of Scarlett's excitement and partly because she felt like Martin lacked a lot of motivation for school, she is attempting to take him back to the city again, but this time they are going to a different festival. They are going to Geek, and she knows that Martin is really into computers, so maybe being around adults and people that are into computers will help kind of get him the motivation he needs to like continue on with school and see how that can aid him in living the life that he wants. And Martin's really excited. He was not excited to go to the city, but when he got there and he saw all the different games that he could have when he got older and different like virtual reality things that he could play, he was really excited and he enjoyed this experience a lot more. What he doesn't really understand is why there are no kids here. Like, why is this just reserved for grown-ups? He doesn't fully understand that. He also doesn't get why it has to take place in the city. Oh, look who's texting Scarlett. I guess, absence makes the heart grow fonder. They're almost always together or at work. So I guess it's nice that Scarlett is getting out on her own again and kind of building that romance again. But back to Martin. So he is having an amazing time and just really confused why there's not more kids that look like him here and why they couldn't do something like this back home. Sulani has plenty of space and he's just not really getting it. But he knows once this is over, he'll go home and he'll research it on his computer or on his phone and kind of figure out why this can't be done more frequently. But for now, he's just having a great time with his mom and getting to know people that are interested in gaming and who also have the disposable income to play gaming as their pastime. Oh, and I didn't get too many clips of this, but Martin was also interested in the costumes, which is just, people dressing up, but he didn't really get, like, he never seen people do these sort of things, and it wasn't spooky day. So he thought that was really cool that, like, people were just wearing costumes on a regular day. Martin was very thankful that his mom brought him here, and he promised to try much harder in school. And they stayed late and they had egg rolls, and Scarlett told him that, she's always proud of him when he tries, just make sure he does his best at anything he does. And I think Martin was inspired seeing that, like, this is what could be open to him once he gets older if he does well. So we'll see how it goes with Martin. During the car ride home, Martin did a lot of research and he realized that there wasn't something like GeekCon that existed in Sulani or for people his age. So he was motivated enough to start something. At least it could start off as like a group text or just a way to connect. He doesn't know how he'll eventually get it to be a place where people meet up and play video games, but he just wanted to take some initiative and start this. So hopefully he can apply this thoroughness to school and things like that and not just his like extracurricular. But I can tell that Martin was really affected by this experience. Martin has officially started Junior GeekCon, and it's not too many requirements, just an age requirement, and that you're into this sort of thing. And so they'll be playing video games. We don't know where they are going to meet up yet, but Martin will figure that out later. For now, they'll just text through group chats and things like that and get online, and maybe sometimes they'll be able to stop by his house. He doesn't really know, but he's just excited to at least start this project. So I'm proud of Martin. And I would love in the comments if you guys let me know what you think Martin is going to do with this Junior GeekCon, how you think he's going to do in school. What do you think is next for Martin? Meanwhile, Scarlett is de-stressing. She is just trying to take a load off from everything. This is her alone time, and it's just beautiful that she gets to be able to do this at night. And I hope you all de-stress as well. I hope this video is a form of de-stressing, and that you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.